What's up, guys? Higgins in Japan here with another edition of the Friday video. The Friday video is the video that I make right here in my car on the way home from work, and I'm a little excited, not gonna lie. I'm slightly excited because today is the last day of school, and I am headed home from work to enjoy my summer vacation. It is finally here. Summer vacation, yay, cheering. I'm tired. But yeah, first of all, can I just say that holy cow, it's crazy that it's been 6 months and since the school year started, that it's already summertime. Like, where has this year gone? Question mark. Like, I don't know. And also, it is ridiculously hot. Like, it is like the dog legs of summer, like they say. It is just hot beyond belief and humid. So what am I going to do for this summer vacation? I'm going to spend most of my summer vacation in Kansai, which is going to be even hotter and even more humid because I am a glutton for punishment. No, I'm going to be doing some work down there this summer again, and so it will be exciting, as always, to get to see some friends of mine that I haven't seen in a year. Get to hang out with them, get to meet some new people. So yeah, my summer is going to be very eventful and very full, and that's the way I like it, quite honestly. If I'm not at work, I get really bored, and while it's exciting and fun to just lay in the air conditioning and literally do nothing for hours on end, at some point I get in my head and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I can't just be sitting here not doing anything. And so that's why I like to be doing things during an extended break like this. So and a shout out or heads up or warning or whatever to people that live in Kansai. If you want to meet up with me, if you want to see me, you want to shake my hand, you want to high five me, you want to buy me a CC lemon or whatever, get a hold of me. You know how to contact me. But yeah, so that should be exciting. And in that introduction, I have completely forgotten the name of the person. So I got a message from somebody on Twitter, and sorry that I can't remember your name or username, but hey, maybe they wanted to be anonymous, and it was good that I forgot their name. Anyways, I got a message from somebody, and it's really funny because ironically, or coincidentally is actually what it is, coincidentally runs into a conversation that I was having with my friend earlier this week about teaching special needs classes. And so a little history about myself. I went to college. I started out as a youth ministry major, and then switched my major about junior year, which I don't suggest doing, to TESOL, which is teaching English to speakers of other languages. And so I took a whole bunch of teaching classes and a whole bunch of second language acquisition type classes and stuff like that, stuff that has helped me become a better teacher. And so that's my educational background. And I don't have much training, I don't have any formal training whatsoever in teaching special needs. And so that's kind of what this question was about, was like, do you ever feel, it wasn't like inadequate or like underprepared, I think maybe was the right word, to teach special needs classes? And short answer, yeah, I think so. I think that sometimes, and this hasn't happened recently, I haven't taught special needs classes in probably almost 2 years now. But yeah, it's always something that's like in the back of my mind of like, there's so many different students with so many different needs, and throw me into a special needs classroom and I can teach something, but for me it always leaves me wondering, like, am I teaching the right thing? Am I teaching something that's going to make sense to these students? Like, I don't know their exact situation, So maybe the things that I'm teaching aren't going to be appropriate to their learning level. And so that's something that I constantly think about. Even it's something I think about even when I'm not teaching a special needs class, right? It's you go into a lesson and you prepare something and you want it to be a little bit more advanced than what your students are doing now, but you still want it to be accessible to them and accessible to students that maybe aren't as high level, right? Because you've got students of all levels and all different learning types in every classroom, and so thank you for letting me in. So you've got to, that's something you got to consider, right? When you're planning a lesson or making a worksheet, like what things are going to go into that, and how are you going to make it so it's accessible to all of your students? And it's difficult when you've got 40 kids in a classroom, right? And maybe it's easier if you've got a smaller classroom and you can get to know all of your students individually or a little bit better, and then you can definitely like focus on their needs, and that's what you should be trying to do as a teacher, even if it is just an English teacher, right? And I say just an English teacher to kind of like mock the people that think that teaching English in Japan isn't some sort of like actual career or something, because it totally is. Oh, that's why she was driving so slow. She was eating a parfait and driving. You don't eat parfaits and drive. Hey, parfaits are good. Listen, don't get me wrong. I could go for a parfait. I'm a little bit thirsty, but I could go for a parfait. Anyways, I digress. You should be trying to teach things that are slightly above the level of your students, while at the same time trying to make sure that like the rest of your students can understand what's going on, right? You don't want to completely leave your kids in the dirt or the dust and leave them behind and just keep going at a pace that's way above their level and confusing, and then they don't understand what's going on, and then your lessons don't make any sense, right? So yes, in that sense of like feeling inadequate or feeling underprepared, I feel like sometimes I've gone into special needs classes and the attitude has kind of been, well, you're the English teacher, just teach something. And I don't have training. I don't have special training. I have taught special needs students over the years, but everybody's different. So to answer the question of the person that I've still not remembered their name, yeah, I definitely feel like that's something that that I am lacking, in my teaching. And so as a teacher, as someone who should be constantly learning, I guess that I should be challenging myself to actually looking into, what I need to do to make myself a better teacher. So maybe this video needs to be encouragement for me to look into that more. The problem is I don't have special needs classes to teach, but that doesn't mean that they won't come up in the future, or they won't, situations won't arise where I have to, to help out. So yeah, I've been in Japan almost 7 years now. I've been teaching English since, for a while. I've been teaching for a long time. And yeah, there are some times, I guess, definitely that I feel like you ask me, and I think that I'm a decent teacher. You ask other people, and they're like, oh no, he's a great teacher. I'm sure you ask people, they'll be like, he's so-so, right? But I think that bettering myself in this particular area definitely would not hurt. The problem is I don't want to say there's no way, because I haven't looked into it, right? I should look into it. I was going to say there's no way of being certified or getting any kind of like official training in Japan, but I'm sure that there is something if I looked into it. So thank you for the question. Usually on Fridays I have like a specific topic I wanted to talk about, but I thought that answering that question would be perfect, because it was perfect timing, because my friend and I were just talking about this the other day, and it's not that I want to get out of teaching any kind of classes, it's just that I don't feel if I don't feel like I'm qualified to be teaching them, I can tell you right now that I know a lot of ALTs that aren't qualified to be teaching English, let alone be teaching. Oh man! Anybody that watches this is gonna be like, your English is terrible. How are you even an English teacher? Let alone be teaching. Oh gosh. Anyways, I know a lot of ALTs that shouldn't be teaching English, let alone teaching special needs students. So that's just me. My poor English is just gonna have to suffice. It's summertime, right? I can have poor English now, right? Is that how that works? I can say whatever I want because I'm on vacation. Anyways, thank you so much for the question. Friday video thing, heading towards episode 100, which is probably going to be somewhere in the near future. And so thank you guys for sticking around. Thanks for watching these videos. Thanks for subscribing and liking and commenting. And if you have any questions or comments, head over to facebook.com/Higgins in Japan, where you can ask me questions and I'll forget your name and then I'll answer your question, and then you'll think to yourself, man, he doesn't really care because he doesn't remember my name. But I have 900 students, over 900 students that I have to remember names to. So something's not gonna stick in the old noggin. It's summertime, guys. I'm excited. I'm gonna go sit in an air-conditioned room and watch TV, which is pretty much what I do when I'm not working. So it's like vacation. Anyways, guys, have a good one. Peace.